हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका डिग्री के वीडियो सॉल्यूशन सीरीज में। आज के एपिसोड में हम लोग एक्सरसाइज 48 को सॉल्व करेंगे। ठीक है, इसमें चेंज द डिग्री ऑफ कंपैरिजन करना है। ठीक है, जितने तरीके से भी पॉसिबल हो सके। तो अगर एक डिग्री में दिया हुआ है तो दो अन्य डिग्रीज में इसको पॉसिबली चेंज कर पाएंगे तो करेंगे। पहला है राम इज़ द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट बॉय ऑफ माई स्कूल, ये सुपरलेटिव डिग्री है तो इसका बनेगा नो अदर बॉय ऑफ माई स्कूल इज़ एज इंटेलिजेंट एज राम। पॉजिटिव डिग्री में बना दिया हमने, नो अदर बॉय ऑफ माई स्कूल इज़ एज इंटेलिजेंट एज राम। और इसका कॉम्पेरेटिव बनेगा राम इज़ मोर इंटेलिजेंट दैन एनी अदर बॉय ऑफ माई स्कूल। राम इज़ मोर इंटेलिजेंट दैन एनी अदर बॉय या ऑल अदर बॉयज़। ठीक है, चलिए दूसरा है लीड इज़ द हैवीएस्ट ऑफ ऑल मेटल्स। ओके, इसका मतलब हो गया कि नो अदर मेटल इज़ एज हैवी एज लीड या लीड इज़ हैवियर दैन ऑल अदर मेटल्स। अभिज्ञान शाकुंतलम इज़ द बेस्ट ड्रामा इन संस्कृत। नो अदर ड्रामा इन संस्कृत इज़ एज गुड एज अभिज्ञान शाकुंतलम, और अभिज्ञान शाकुंतलम इज़ बेटर दैन एनी अदर ड्रामा या ऑल अदर ड्रामाज इन संस्कृत। यही बात है कि एनी अदर लगाएंगे तो सिंगुलर नाउन रहेगा, ऑल अदर लगाएंगे तो प्लूरल नाउन रहेगा। ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। मुंबई इज़ द बेस्ट सिटी इन इंडिया। नो अदर सिटी इन इंडिया इज़ एज गुड एज मुंबई। नो अदर सिटी इन इंडिया इज़ एज गुड एज मुंबई। पहला चीज़ हो गया ये पॉजिटिव डिग्री, और दूसरा मुंबई इज़ बेटर दैन एनी अदर सिटी या ऑल अदर सिटीज़ इन इंडिया। फिफ्थ, द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया इज़ द मोस्ट पावरफुल न्यूज़ पेपर इन इंडिया। नो अदर न्यूज़ पेपर इन इंडिया इज़ एज पावरफुल एज द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया। द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया इज़ मोर पावरफुल दैन एनी अदर न्यूज़ पेपर या ऑल अदर न्यूज़ पेपर्स in India. Sixth, iron is the most useful of all metals. No metal is as useful as iron. Okay, iron is more useful than any metal या all metals. आगे बढ़ें, any other metals भी बोल सकते हैं, any other metal या all other metals भी बोल सकते हैं। चलिए आगे बोलते हैं। He is the strongest man in my family. No other man in my family is as strong as he, or he is stronger than any other man in my family या all other men in my family. Eighth, Greenland is the largest island in the world. No other island in the world is as large as Greenland. Greenland is larger than any other island या all other islands in the world. Mount Everest is the highest peak of the Himalayas. No other peak of the Himalayas is as high as Mount Everest. Mount Everest is higher than any other peak या all other peaks of the Himalayas. This is the most beautiful picture. No other picture is as beautiful as this. Yeah, this is more beautiful than any other picture या all other pictures. 11th, Akbar was one of the greatest kings. Very few kings were as great as Akbar. Very few kings were as great as Akbar. Akbar was greater than many other या most other kings. 12th, he is one of the most intelligent boys. Very few boys are as intelligent as he. He is more intelligent than many other boys या most other boys. 13th, gold is one of the costliest metals. Very few metals are as costly as gold. Gold is costlier than many other या most other metals. 14th, England is one of the richest countries in the world. Very few countries in the world are as rich as England. England is richer than many other या most other countries in the world. 15th, India is one of the hottest countries. Very few countries are as hot as India. India is hotter than many other या most other countries. 16th, Ashoka was one of the greatest kings of India. Very few kings of India were as great as Ashoka. Ashoka was greater than many other या most other kings of India. 17th, Mahatma Gandhi is one of the greatest men in the world. Very few men in the world are as great as Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is greater than many other या most other men in the world. 18th, he is one of my best friends. Very few of my friends, ध्यान रखिएगा, very few of my friends are as good as he. He is better than many या most other of my friends. Many other या most other of my friends. 19th, Delhi is one of the biggest towns in India. Very few towns in India are as big as Delhi. Delhi is bigger than many other या most other towns in India. 20th, Pandit Nehru was one of the greatest politicians of his time. Pandit Nehru was one of the greatest politicians of his time. इसका बनेगा very few politicians of his time were as great as Pandit Nehru. Pandit Nehru was greater than many other या most other politicians of his time. 21st, this is one of the best schools of this time. Very few schools of this town are as good as this. This is better than many other या most other schools of this town. Shakespeare is the greatest of all English dramatists. No other English dramatists. No other English dramatist is as great as Shakespeare. Shakespeare is greater than any other English dramatist या all other English dramatists. 23rd, Mohan is one of my strongest enemies. Very few of my enemies are as strong as Mohan. Mohan is stronger than many other या most other of my enemies. Patna is one of the biggest towns. Very few towns are as big as Patna. Patna is bigger than many other या most other towns. Milton was one of the greatest poets of England. Very few poets of England were as great as Milton. Milton was greater than many other या most other poets of England. 26th, Tagore was the best poet of modern India. See, no other poet of modern India was as good as Tagore. Tagore was better than Tagore was better than any other poet of modern India या all other poets of modern India. 27, Tennyson is not the greatest of all poets. Some poets are at least as great as Tennyson. Tennyson is greater than some other poets. Okay, he is not the most intelligent student of my class. Okay, तो हो जाएगा some other students of my class are at least as intelligent as he. He is more intelligent than some other students of my class. Wheat is not the most nutritious of all grains. See, इसका हो जाएगा some other grains are as nutritious as, at least as nutritious as wheat. Wheat is more nutritious than some other grains. He is not the cleverest of all the boys. See, तो इसका हो जाएगा some other boys are at least as clever as he. He is cleverer than some other boys. तो ये था इस एपिसोड का सॉल्यूशन. आगे की एक्सरसाइज के लिए अगले वीडियो सॉल्यूशन एपिसोड में मिलेंगे. तब तक जम के प्रैक्टिस कीजिए और जहाँ भी कन्फ्यूज़न हो हमें आप तुरंत कॉल कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच.